To the statewide coronavirus outbreak, there are signs that Arizonans are getting back on their feet with unemployment checks arriving in the mail. No doubt that money is desperately needed. Over 500,000 Arizonans are getting unemployment insurance checks right now, while tens of thousands more are still applying for them. Joe Dana is following this unemployment story on several fronts and has the latest.
Even as stores reopening, bringing many back into the workforce, there's still an unknown number of Arizonans who haven't seen their first unemployment check.
Those images of stores opening back up this week could be misleading. Experts believe Arizona and the nation remain in the worst unemployment hole since the Great Depression.
Emails and phone calls we've received from constituents have been heartbreaking.
State House Representative Mitzi Epstein is tracking Arizona's unemployment crisis closely and how the state is responding. She says finally there is some good news.
Progress is definitely happening. People are starting to contact us to say the money's in my bank account. They are saying the pandemic unemployment assistance checks are starting to come through.
DES reports as of last week more than $350 million in pandemic unemployment compensation had been released to 165,000 Arizonans. But there's more work to do. Crystal White works in food services at Grand Canyon University. Crystal took vacation time when she was initially laid off, and her case is still under consideration.
It's going on 8 weeks. This is my 8th week filing a claim. And so I'm trying to borrow money here and there or try to figure out something to pay bills.
Among workers hit hardest by job losses, Latinos. According to federal labor statistics, that demographic has the highest unemployment rate at 18%. And if state governments didn't have enough to worry about, over the weekend, the Secret Service announced a well-organized Nigerian crime ring is committing large-scale unemployment fraud against several states. This afternoon, Arizona DES tells 12 News there are no signs our state has fallen victim to the scam.
And remember, if you're still waiting for unemployment to kick in, once it does, it should be retroactive, dating back to the first week you applied. Joe Dana, 12 News.
Okay, Joe, thanks.